Hi, this is Julie from Love's Beginning with a message called Marionettes Dance at Your Command. And before I get started, I just wanted to say, wow, this was such a powerful one. But it was very sweet in the way it helped me recognize what I do with thought without blaming myself in a way that really helped me to recognize it at the same time I can laugh at it and let it go and just keep moving into and staying in the light. So I hope it kind of boosts you and helps you the same way. You don't have to condemn any part of the illusion. Imagine a blank canvas. Your friend walks up to this canvas, hallucinating. You can see clearly that there is not one brush stroke upon the canvas. Your friend walks up to one part of the canvas, mesmerized. It's so beautiful, exquisite, I love it. And then he walks over to the other end of this large canvas. Oh, the horror, so repulsive, I can't stand it. In the middle of the canvas is a mirror. He preens and admires, and then he stops. I hate you, he says with certainty to his reflection. And then he preens and admires, pauses again, and says, I hate you. This is not just your friend, it's you. As a personality, you can only really vacillate between extremes, never seeing what is beyond the blank canvas onto which you project all the versions of your guilty thoughts. You're trapped in vacillation between extremes for as long as you choose to be trapped. As you remember who you are, however, you begin to laugh. It's incredible what you have been doing with thought, and then you begin to allow the light you are to shine through the canvas. You begin to bask in that light and to realize this undifferentiated light is your joy. Nothing projected on a canvas ever could be your joy. You are joy itself, and so is everyone else. Condemnation belongs to the illusion. Remember this when you are tempted to condemn any perceived as separate thing, being, or condition. Condemnation keeps you trapped, enslaved. Your freedom awaits you, and it is beyond all condemnation, beyond any hallucination projected onto a blank canvas. Anything you have ever experienced, you have made with thought, and none of it has ever been real. There is one real thing, however, and it is always waiting very patiently for you. Your freedom shines eternally beyond all the traps you have laid with thought. Your freedom shines right through the thought traps until all memory of them is obliterated. Focus on what always shines, and your attention is taken away from traps and being entrapped. When you don't focus on the traps you laid for yourself, you can't experience them. If you condemn anything or anyone, you are asking to experience your misperception as real. But you are done. Isn't that wonderful news? So many of you are approaching this point of done with it all. This can look a lot of different ways. It can look like someone on the precipice of suicide. It can look like someone who is extremely fed up with what seems to be happening. It can look like someone dancing in joy because of the light we all are. But collectively, you're all approaching the same point of done. And you're going to realize that condemning any aspect of the illusion you made, or attempting to end the body, which is not what you are, only another trap you laid for yourself, won't free you. Only your joy frees you, and your joy is the simplest thing in the world, because it is what you are. Not only is it what you are, it is equally what everyone, quote, else is too. We don't care what roles all the somebody else's are playing on the stage you set up for yourself with thought. They are just marionettes dancing at your thought's royal commands for differentiation and strife. All, without exception, are the very same joy you are behind the very flimsy roles. When you see all beings across time and space as the light they are, you cancel any contracts you put in place upon respawn to make real-seeming experiences of strife. Let's back up here. We're telling you stories to help you understand, to help you see this light and to appreciate its ever-presence, to allow the light to guide everything. We'll explain this story to you with the understanding that the truth cannot be spoken. This story is a crutch to help you move out of illusion, and you will drop it when it is no longer helpful. No story we ever tell you needs you to champion it and to insist it is the truth. Words can't ever be the truth, but they can help. With that disclaimer, let's talk about respawn. So let's say that you were fooled into believing you were a body, and your thought ended the story of that body. In the non-physical experience, you weren't quite ready to see what you have been doing with thought, so you jumped right back into another body again. This is really crude language, but it will do the job. You weren't ready to acknowledge the silken traps you lay for yourself with thought, so you went right back to the body experience. Here's the thing about the body experience. It contains endless opportunities for you to wake up to what you are doing with thought. Built into your experience from the beginning are meetings with others and challenges. With every meeting with other who is not other, with every challenge, there is always an opportunity to wake up. Don't condemn yourself for falling into the body trap again. Just wake up to all the opportunities and take full advantage of each one. This is how you wake up, and as you do, all around you will reflect this awakening back to you. Once you realize what you have been doing to yourself with thought over and over and over and over again, past and future cease to have meaning and value. As you begin to see the light we all are, you also know that the only way to see that light is in present moment focus, not in getting yourself tied up in attachment to any story. Coming from the now puts you in a very powerful place, and there is no need to fear that power. You have been doing a lot of story making with thought because you feared the power you are would punish you for your illusion play. This is the source of all feelings of guilt. Looking out upon the landscape, you say, "Look at all that I have done! This is terrible!" Don't be fooled by guilt, though. It's actually pride. Pride says, "Yes, I am mighty. I have had a real effect upon things, and look at all the destruction I have caused. Yes, look at you, Mr. Big Human. How nice for you." Except this is the time to laugh. Remember the blank canvas. You haven't done anything at all. Remember the personality, alternating between preening and "I hate you." It's just been a marionette, acting at the behest of tortured thinking. It's time to lay all of that aside now, and it's easy to do when you can see how ridiculous it is. There is no need to condemn yourself or anyone because condemnation belongs to the unreality you made with thought. Condemnation itself is not real and doesn't exist. You can tune in at the level of thought and give it a parent existence at any time, but that is all you can do. You can never make the fake real. That is why it is time to laugh and to stop playing at what has never been possible. You have been playing with body battle bots, ordering them to enact endless versions of strife, and this is only possible in pretend play. You are ready to emerge from pretending now. We rejoice, very simply, in what we are. You light up as you realize that the same is not only possible for you, it is your reality that has been kept safe for you the entire time you were dreaming of strife. Thanks for listening.